I'm back again to have another live. For how long for, I don't know. But I am here. And we're going to have some fun. Fun, fun, and fun. And whatnot. I'm hoping that you're all okay. And that, I know my stream said 8 o'clock, but I'm on. Hi, Bridget. How are you? How's things with you? I hope you're okay. I thought I'd come back on again. Saying earlier I finished and had to go and have, something for tea and then something, showers. And so I thought I'll come back on again, do another live. I finished my blanket. I need to do a video, which I'll do that after the live. And yeah, I'll do that after the live. And I'll take a photo to send to VJ for FO Friday so she can show it off on Friday your time and whatnot. But yeah, so I'm up to doing another lovey. So getting it ready for the next round of lovers. If you want, after the king leaves for work, I can come up for a bit. All right, yeah, cool. I'll send you the link and that'll be good. All right. What time does the king go to work? I'll get the link and I'll send it to you, and then that way you've got it. So then you can just pop up, and I will put it in there for you. So then that way, when the king goes to work, yeah, come up, and then we can have a chit chat. All right, I sent you the link and that. So yeah, Eden says hi again. Hi Eden. So yeah, come up and have a bit of fun. A bit of fun, and we can chit chat. It's been a while since we've had a chit chat and whatnot, and do some crafts, and we'll have a ball. We always have a ball anyway, so and that's what it's all about, is to have fun. About 4:45. All right, so okay, that's not that far. Yeah, so okay, let's me have a look. About 4:45. Oh, that's not that long away. So yeah, okay, cool. In about 40 minutes. Okay, that's all right because that'll make it about 8:40. Yeah, that's cool. We'll be here then for quite a while. Catch all the early birds coming in. That might be, can pop in for a few minutes and we can knit and natter away. I can chat away for 40 minutes and whatnot. And that, so yeah, that'll be good. Eden hugs, Bridget says to you. Oh, Eden says, good night, I'm off to bed. Don't forget to say hello to Bridget first before you go to bed, Eden. Because she said it's hello to you. Sweet dreams, Eden, Bridget said. Yeah, Eden's been waiting for me to go live for about the last 2 hour and a half or something. And I said, yeah, I'll go soon. So I was trying to leave it till now. So, yeah. So I just thought, well, I'll do it now. There's not much on TV. So I might as well get on here and knit and natter away and whatnot. So, and then tomorrow being, well, Thursday for me, Eden will go to, oh, they go, hi, Bridget, she said. Doctors in the morning, and I'll go into another meeting tomorrow afternoon to help fix or an activity group tomorrow and whatnot tomorrow. So yeah. So and then I'll probably do one again. Might do one again tomorrow night as well. So try and fit in a few before the hot weather comes. Get in before the hot weather kicks in, because we've got a scorcher on Saturday. It's going to be roughly about 109 Fahrenheit on Saturday, and then that again on Tuesday, with little warmth weather in between, which I'll have a look just to make sure. But you got to remember, guys, we go by Celsius, so and whatnot. So where's my weather? It is here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So we are sitting on 18 degrees at the moment. Feels like 13. That's good. All right, so Saturday's going to be 38, so we'll be looking at about 108 degrees Fahrenheit. Tuesday, 41, so about 110 Fahrenheit. Yikes. Now, that is hot. So I better start getting some more lives in to cover the hot days. So I'll be doing quite a few. Looks like I'll be trying to do catch up on lives. So when it's hot, I'll be, not sitting. I mean, I'll probably be sitting in my room doing crocheting, of course, but not doing a live because it's going to be hot. So, and I'll have both of my fans on and whatnot. So we're supposed to get a little bit of rain overnight, but we have to wait and see what happens. So with a bit of luck, I just wish it had rained when it's been stinking hot to cool the place, like a cold rain, but it never is a cold rain when it's been hot. It's a hot rain. I'm making Cornish pixie. Oh, now that would be nice to see the Cornish pixie from Harry Potter. Now that would be nice to see when that happens, because they're nice to see. And Nightbot said, "What's in your cup? And please remember to hydrate. Please don't forget to hydrate, and please don't forget to even dehydrate when you need to. When you have to, you have to." So, and Nightbot's saying, "Please be respectful. And don't forget the thumbs as you're coming in, please, guys. It helps get the live out there to other people and whatnot." So, and I do appreciate it. And like what's telling us, keep this a safe place. That's what we want to do, is keep everything. Yes, I got the new book yesterday, so I'm testing a few patterns so I can do an honest review. Oh, now that I can't wait to see, because you can only give an honest review to how you found it, and and then get do an honest review. Then people will think, do I or don't I? Do I or don't I? And then it's up to them to do the to go and buy the book, and then that way they might say, okay, I'm going to do that too because Bridget's done it. I already finished a golden snitch. Oh, now that will be nice to see. Thank you for the reminder. I shared you out. Thank you, Bridget. Thank you so much for doing that. I do appreciate you doing that for me. Thank you. But I can't wait to see. Maybe when you come up, if you've got the golden snitch with you, maybe you can show when you're able to come up. You can show the golden snitch and your Cornish pixie as well if you're half done, or you don't have to if you don't want to. If you're going to make a video, you don't have to if you're making the video. So, or on your review. But no, that'd be good to see them getting them done. You doing them because Harry Potter is a really good one, good book, especially for those who are into doing amigurumis. And how many more of the Pokemon ones do you have to do, Bridget? Do you still got heaps more to do, or you've done all the ones that you needed to do, or you're just taking a break from them and that's why you're doing the Harry Potter ones? Because I do like your Pokemon ones. They're quite good. I liked how they turned. I liked the last one was Squirtle. That one. He was cute, the turtle. I enjoyed him. He was really nice. Thought he was cute, very cute. To look. I really enjoyed the movies. Just one left. Oh, okay. One more left. Wow. Wowza. Can't believe you have one more left. How many were there to do all up of the Pokemon ones? For you to have one left. That is amazing. You're talented when it comes to the amigurumis, Bridget. I love every single one of your amigurumis. Or with your witch that turns into the cauldron and then the princess to the frog. Do you have more of those ones to do, or was it just those two as well? I thought they were fantastic. I really loved those ones. I thought they were great. How one minute they're a princess and next they're a frog or a witch and then they're a cauldron. They are amazing. Those ones are. They are amazing, and you've done those really well. Love them. I'm doing the some more of the. I'm trying to keep up with you. I'm trying to keep up with you. 8 finish makes so far this month. LOL. You still got me beat. I let them pick three each, but I only made two each. Then I make them one surprise toy too. Oh, okay. I want to do all the reversible ones. Hey, Bridget, why he? I can't believe that you're trying to keep up with me. But I'm just well. Yeah, I done the 54. I took the 54 lovies up to hospital today. Um, they done, and I've got one, two, three. I've got four of these already done for the next round of lovies when they come, and also took up 12 worry worms, and I took up. I think it was four pouches with toys in it. Altogether, there are 12 different patterns for that set. Oh, now I can't wait to see the rest of the 10. And then I was telling Eden's volunteer coordinator that the pouches, she goes, oh, we could probably do other things with those ones too. So she was quite happy with them, and she was happy with the lovies because no one's ever made them to donate. She said, I'm glad that I said, I'm thinking out the box, something different other than the same things all the time that I'm taking up, like you know. So I'm just glad that I'm able to do them now and getting these done, the loveys done now, these bits. So it's just, I'm just using up what yarn that I've got on my table to use. I don't know what the ones are coming when they arrive. I can't wait for them to turn up so I can do more. So I actually enjoyed making them I did all 54 from the first to started on the 1st of January, and I had them all done in 2 weeks. Thanks to Sam from Sam's Yarn Basket helping me do them. So there. See, there is no beating you, LOL. But I honestly love to see it. So many little angels will have a special little bit of love because of your hard work. Thank you, Brit. Your hard work too. And you know what? Since Sam showed me how to do it, I just took off with it. And now I've finished one crochet blanket. So I'm going to be getting into the next one. But all I wanted was someone just to show me how to go around the middle, around it. That's all I wanted. And yeah, of course. And I picked it up. So it must have been because I might be a visual learner then by thing. And hi, YTPF Chris. He says, hi, Lisa. And he's sending me a kangaroo. So I really enjoyed doing it, Bridget. And I don't look at it as I'm not out there to try and beat anyone. I don't want people to think I'm out doing them because we're all good at our craft and I just enjoy making what I'm doing. And like you say, all the little angels are going to get a bit of something I've made. And that is what makes me happy. I donate, I do it because I love doing it and I love sharing my mates with them. So that way they get something. And especially for the children, because it's nothing worse than being stuck in hospital, and it's the worst place to be. So that's why I love doing it, and I love doing it for palliative care. Yep, anything that I can do to help the hospital, you know try and do things, I'm in for it. So I'm happy to do it. So yeah. And Chris is saying hello to Bridget, and Nightbot saying thank you, Chris, for hanging out with me today. So yeah, so I enjoy it. I don't look at it as a race. I don't look at it as I'm beating somebody. No, I don't do that. I just enjoy doing what I do, and thanks to all you guys being there to support me and cheering me on to say that I can do it. And you guys have got to get the credit too for being the supportive. You're my cheerleaders, and I say thank you because you are my really really good friends to teach me and that and that. So once I've mastered these, I've mastered this one, and I've got one blanket done. I'm going to do the next. I'm also going. Um, Sam's going to also teach me a corner to corner crochet one as well. So that will be nice. I agree, I'm not competing, but I love to poke a little fun with you because you understand my real heart and mean nothing by. Yeah, Bridget, I know you're joking, and it's I know you're joking, and it's good to have a joke because if you can't have that joke with somebody like what you are, it's it's good. And sometimes too, um and we like to do the alls. She's done this already, that's so quick, or sort of thing. And but I am doing that Chris had worked out. Chris, great to see you, sweetie. And because Chris worked out from my place to Sam's place, I need to try and do 93,000 meters. So I ditched my plan to go from the 1st of November 2025 to the 31st of October 2026. I'm going to do it from the 1st of November, and I'm going to see how long it actually does take me to get to 93,000 meters. I'm a tenth of the way there already because I've just done over 10,000 meters. I'm sorry, guys, I don't know what that is, ounces or anything like that. But I will be. I'm going to challenge myself to see how long it takes me to get to it. And once this little ball is finished, I do have another one, and that ball band will go into my bag, and then I can start on the next one, and then another week or so, maybe next week, I'll do another count to see how much I've done this time, because I want to keep you guys up to date and challenge myself to see how long it takes to get to 93,000 meters. So I'm hoping maybe I might get there by October, but I'm not going to, say, yep, I'll get 93,000 meters by October. But if I don't, hey, I'm not going to beat myself down, because I want to see how, when I get there, what a fun goal it is, Bridget. That's why I'm doing it, because what a fun goal to see. Because Sam and I were trying to work it out the other night. I think you were in the live, Bridget, and then Chris had worked it out about. I think you were in the live, but you might have been playing your game, and Chris had worked it out. It's about 93,000 meters, and I said, "Oh, okay, cool." And I think at the time I'll be lucky if I was up. I was on 5,000 something meters. So now I'm. Last time I did the video, I was 10,606 meters. So I'm a tenth of the way there. But yeah, it is a fun goal. I'm going to go and see if I can do that. And then after that, I was thinking I'll see how long it takes me to get it. And then when I reach that goal, then the next time around I'll start again on another day and see if I can double that. So instead of being 93,000, do 6, 18, 186,000 meters, and see how long that takes me. I'm up to a fun challenge. I think there's no harm in it. Just it's all in, like you say, it's fun, and I am enjoying it, and it's going to think, okay, let's see how quick I can get there, and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to it, and like I said, I'm up to the challenge, and yeah. Well, since November till January, so it's November, December, January, I've done over 10,000 meters. 10,000 meters is because of crocheting and learning how to properly do it. That's where I'm using up all my yarn. And yes, crocheting. Now I understand why you guys that crochet say that you do use up more yarn when you crochet than you do with knitting. And if I was knitting, there would be no way I would have got through that amount of ball bands just from knitting. I would have to knit all day and halfway through the night without even going to bed till early hours of the morning. So, but I'm looking forward to it. So, and I think with the, it might be fun to see how long it would take to crochet your way to one of your American friends. Would that take a long time? For sure, but it'd be, hell, Bridget, that's a good idea. I wonder how long, or maybe crochet your way to each other, like meeting up at the halfway point. Mm. Now that's a good idea. If I wanted to crochet here to your place, I wonder how many meters that would be. Because you've got to, I mean, my yarn is like, I don't know, my yarn, like, this one here is the white one. This four season one, marble one. This one here is the what? This one's for the white, so it's 200 grams, which will be 312 meters. Then this one being the print, which is the one that I'm using down now, which is the baby Pascal, and it is 140 grams. So that's 340 grams in those. But this one here is 238. So I wonder if that's, so that's 200, we'll go 310 and 240. So that'd be about 560 meter, 650 meters just in those two. So knitting takes so much more time. Uselessly, it sure does. So I wouldn't be where I was at the moment. That seems uh, fun, Bridget, and then meet up in real life on the meetup. Oh, wouldn't that be good? That would be good. Then both go meet up at the in between place. That would be interesting to do that. So I'm going to get this challenge done first, and then I'm going to see how many meters. All right, Chris. If I'm in Melbourne, Australia, is a mass challenge for. Won't that be funny if only money wasn't real? A real life meetup would be a dream come true for sure. Oh, you know what? That would be a dream come true if we could do that. That would be. All right, Chris, if that's what we're going to do with the yarn after I do this challenge from me to Sam, how many meters would I need to go from where I am in Melbourne, Australia, to North Carolina, where Bridget is? And if it's 93,000 meters for me to get from here to where Sam lives, so how much meters would it take to get from here to where Bridget is? So I can write it down for the next challenge. And I'm not sure how long the distance is between me and Bridget, because I know she is in North Carolina. Actually, I could probably Google and see what the distance is between me and North Carolina. You north or south? Oh, you're south. Sorry, South Carolina, because you're in the same as Cynthia. She's South Carolina. I meant to say south, but I think it's Jonathan that's in the north. That's why I'm getting confused. Um, Let me have a look. So I'm going to Google to see what. Let's have a look. There, these are the results different from Melbourne to South Carolina. That's quite a lot. Um, it's say like 15,800 to 16 billion. Okay, let's have a look. All right, the distance between Melbourne, Australia, to South Carolina is approximately 9,900 miles. Yeah. You got, hey Ivy, how are you? Good morning to you. And Bridget's right on. But I got 9,900 miles, but then I got 15,900 kilometers. So that's around 23, 24 hours with connections as there's no direct route, making it significant travel. So that's the air difference. But if that's 15,887 kilometers, that's hmm, that will be interesting. Well, let's just say it was 15,900 kilometers, right? So Chris is saying, say, say like 15 being 800,000 to 16 billion meters. Okay, I might write that down because I reckon that's what it would be. I'm going to write that down. I reckon that'd be about right with Chris if it's 15,900 kilometers from here to South Carolina. But that's not the direct route, though. I have to get off. It was telling me I needed to get off at Florida and then go from Florida to. It did say I needed to get off at Florida to go to you, then go to you. And then it just says 9,878 miles of 15,897 kilometers flying. So I reckon I'll go by Chris. So I'm going to write that down. My house to Bridget's house. And I yes, 16 you're saying, I might go the 16 mean one. Go 15 billion 800 to 16. Yeah. And I'm going to write 4 meters in yarn. All right. So what I did was I increased it about 60 millimeters or so. Yeah. So I've written down the 15 billion 800 to 16 billion meters and millions meters. So I'm going to do that. Can be the next. And I better write down next challenge. So then that way I know. Okay. Got it down. That's the next challenge. I just do this and I'm just going to close my door now. All right, that's the next challenge. That is going to be the next challenge that I am going to do. Because that would be very, very interesting to do after this one. So, yeah. So I better get everything organized. And then Chris is saying, hi, Ivy. Hunker morning dew. That would be good. That's a Bridget said that's a huge achievement. It would be, wouldn't it? Maybe 2,000 less depends. Ivy, great to see you. Said Bridget. Chris said, hi, Ivy, my hunker morning dew. If you were rich, could add more people and divide it up even more, meeting in Fiji or something. Or wouldn't that be nice? Yes, definitely. We could do that if we were rich. We all meet up at a certain destination and we could have, Ivy said, hunker sweets. And imagine the yarn party we'd be having in Fiji. We'll be having a ball. We would have so much fun that I reckon Fiji will be kicking us out, telling us to go home, not come back. And yeah, that would be so fun. I'm not sure how long it'd take you to go from here to Fiji. Don't think it's that far away, but we'll find out. Let's see. Well, Fiji is roughly 3,850 to 3,960 kilometres, about 2,400 miles from Melbourne, with a direct route taking approximately 4 hours and 50 minutes to 5 hours, depending on the specific Fijian destination. All right, so it's quicker to get to Fiji than it is to get to America. Buy the plane tickets and kick them out. LOL. We're going to have to, because if we're all going to meet there, and I think we should, if we all were rich, like Chris said, and we can do that. Chris is going, LOL, Ivy. If we were, Bridget said, yep, us young peeps ain't wild, LOL. We are, aren't we? We are wild people. And then they're going to, hey, but then if we all were rich, we could go there all the time. And they'll get a lot of money from us, all of us, because we will be, flying there to enjoy and have fun and whatnot. So better start saving and try and sell a lot more or sell heaps of my stuff, and that way I get more money. Be rich to employ, to bring everybody with me. Because that would be nice if I could meet up like that. Be nice to have fun, enjoy, all talking about all different things, letting our hair down, having fun, and everything like that. So that would be hilarious with us all there. Um, Ivy says, do you like crocheting better than knitting, Lisa? Now that I know what I'm doing, Ivy, yes, I do. I do like crocheting a bit better than knitting, because I'm able to, now that I've got a better understanding on what I'm doing, and thanks to everybody that's there that helps me out to what I need to ask for questions, yes, and I do, and I just realize now I understand why when you crochet you guys go through a lot of yarn. It's I couldn't believe how much yarn that I've used up in the time that I've crocheted from the start of the year to now, to what I would have if I was knitting. I guess it's time to play the lotto. Yeah, I think so. Especially the American one, seeing that's always big money. Wish we had the lottery. Me too. I wish I could just win the lottery a couple of times over. And that would be so, so nice to win the lottery. Go and buy a house and have a she shed, and then I can get all the yarn that I want and put out there, and then imagine all the meters in yarn then, and then put money away, so then when bills come in, that would be nice. That would be so, so nice. But I guess the lottery will be waiting for me to play, because don't play it here. I mean, we do have it, and I don't play it. It's so, but maybe I should take a ticket, and might be the winning ticket, and it might win me millions. Maybe, I don't know. Won't know until you play, I reckon. And that would be so fun if that could happen. So we all can get together, I reckon. I've never gambled. I just can't convince myself it's okay to spend with hope of getting something, instead of my practical brain saying something for something guarantees better. LOL. Well, that's true. Hey, if you can't justify spending $5 or $6 or $10 in getting a lotto ticket, and you could spend that $10 on something else, and especially, I mean, I know you make your own bread and whatnot, Bridget, but I look at it, that money that I've spent on a lotto ticket, it will buy bread and milk, or a drink of some description to bring home and share, and like a soft drink or something to share and whatnot. But then, on the other hand, that $10 might Um, that other $10 might, you know, give me the winning lotto where I could win millions. I won't know unless I try, but hey, one day I might try. One day. Because you just never know, might win those millions. I like to find the lucky lotto place that sells the lucky lotto tickets all the time. That always keep winning first divisions. We've got a couple of days that do, a couple of days where you can do lotto, and a Tuesday night one, if no one wins first division, it jackpots the following week. And if no one wins that one, and then it jackpots again till someone actually wins it. It's a waste of money, really, when you could buy food. Hey, I agree with you, Chris. Like I said, if one thing is $10, you could go and buy some, cold meat to put on a sandwich, or some, like you say, food that we could do within the house. No, I honestly agree that if that's the case, yeah, I would too. You just, oh, I better get my other yarn out to put in, because I'm at that stage where I've got that much left. So I'm going to have to pull that bit out just so I can sign up. I need my, I'm going to put my stitch marker in so I don't lose where I'm at, which I just did. So I'll just, yeah, fix it up, and then I will put my stitch marker in because I need to join my new yarn. So new yarn in there, put my stitch marker in. Okay, now I brought two more of these because I was frightened with my blanket. I didn't have enough to finish, but I worked out I had that much and this one, so I'm doing a lovey. Oh, but before I do that, I'll sew in my end so it's not there no more, and then I'll continue on. Continue on. Yes, like yarn bridge. Oh, what? Yeah, yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, if I want money, it'd be buying a house, or no. With the money, yes, I would, go towards more yarn for when I need it, or you know, something else to buy it, because I think buying food is more important than because then that way we can, we need to eat. That's what I think. So definitely we need to eat. So my scissors up because I can cut that off now because he is now sewn in. So that is him in. So now I can start on with this one. Let me see if I can find my ends without pulling all the yarn out. Normally they do have, here he is, right here. And now I am off and running again. So I can get on to the next bit. And I think after this one, I think I've got 5 more. Eden brought me some more hair ties today to do more loveys, because the ones I got, these are the new ones that I got today. Both all the same colour. So we've got the pink. There's a yellow, blue, tush, and the ring came with it. So I can, when I need to, I can unattach it and then touch it up again. So yeah, that's to do those ones. And then I think I've got left. Let me have a look. You can go there. Let me think I've got a couple. I'm just going to move you guys for a minute. Sorry about that. And then there's two purple, and I've got four purples left with one blue. So I've got five left after this one, after this one to do, and then that's 10 extra squares done for when the next round of loveys are to be done, and then to take up to the hospital once I get more done. And they don't take long to do, especially when you're sitting here and talking with your friends. Before you know it, it is done. They're done, and that, so, which is good. I'll probably get two done tonight with a bit of luck, but I do need to make a video later about my blankets, so I'll probably get one done. But I will, if I start the second one tonight, I definitely will have it done by tomorrow. Definitely. So, and then I'll only leave the four to be done, and then they'll get done because I'll go to knitting club on Friday, so I can take them on Friday to do as well. So that's no problem there. So I can get probably start of one then. So, which will be good. So, and I've been really enjoying making them. They're really, really, really nice to make. So, and I'm enjoying it. And now that I'm enjoying crocheting, it's a really a nice fun hobby to do. Surprising on what you can do with the stitches and what stitches you can learn. And that, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. Enjoying myself. And I love how I know not everybody is into variegated yarn, but I do like how the variegated yarn comes out, because you just don't know where, I'll show you what I mean, where the colours are going to be. So let me get this on here. And one thing is with the variegated colours, you can always add the white to it. So you don't know how, I mean, that's the baby Pascal. I know the lighting's not good, but yeah, never if I breathe in. So it's really a really good one to do. So I enjoy variegated yarn. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but yeah. Hey Jonathan, how are you? How's things? Thank you for coming in and spending a bit of time with us. And that, so you will hear your motorbikes up and down. They get a bit noisy around this time of night. So at least they're motorbikes and not neighbours yelling. So Chris said, I'd like to find a time to do the opposite. I want to get the knitting from crocheting. Okay. That would be interesting to go the opposite way, to go from crocheting to knitting if you're normally doing crochet. It should, I mean, hopefully that'll be an easy transition for you to do that. But pick something, if you're going to go from into knitting from crocheting, pick something that will be a little bit easy to do at first if you're new at it. Because I know there's a lot of people that they sort of knit but not very good, and they're starting off with doing, I think, Some will start off with socks and some will start off with, but maybe do a dishcloth with cotton yarn or um, different things, try and, something easy. But then it's up to you to what you want to do first, really. But I find if you're picking the knitting needles up for the very, very first time, I would probably go like a dishcloth, a washcloth, or something like that, or a coaster in maybe cotton yarn, and do that. Something a little bit easy to do, but then you'll get to know exactly what you want to do when the time comes, and work out what size needles. And you've got to remember you're using two needles instead of one, unless you do like MDL Crochet Michael, where he's does Tunisian, and it's a crochet hook come needle. So the world's your oyster to what you want to do and to what you want to make. So, but go in with a plan and an idea in your head, and pen and paper are your best friends, and stitch markers to work out what you want to do and how you want to do it and what yarn you want to do. So you've really got to do, you've got to do that. You've really got to work that out to what but you will, and there'll be always somebody on YouTube if you're stuck to help you out as well. So never ever be frightened to ask anybody for help either. That's how I look at it. So yeah, because I think if you're still in the chat, you knit too, don't you? You can knit too. I'm pretty sure Ivy can knit too. I know Bridget knows how to knit. And Sam from Sam's Yarn Basket knows how to knit. And I'm not sure. Yeah, would be fun. Just have to set some time aside. That's true. It's setting the time aside, and it's and pick a project and run with it. And yep, it's time. I agree. It's setting the time to actually do it, which is, oh no, oh, you don't knit, Ivy? Okay. I wasn't sure if you could knit or not. I don't know why I thought you could knit as well. I know you can crochet really well because you crocheted up some beautiful stuff. And I do like the Jen Ivy top too that you and Jen created. That is such a beautiful top. Maybe that can go on the bucket list when I'm a little bit more good at doing what I do. I keep trying, but well, that's true. Well, see, there you go, Chris. Ivy keeps trying. So if Ivy can try, you can try. Keep trying. Hey, and if you make a mistake, it doesn't matter because we learn by the mistakes, and you're able to the mistakes you'll learn by, and you think, okay, I know not to do that way, and you get to learn that. Some people will say bind off, it's cast off. It just depends which pattern does what. Probably because Ivy seems to do everything so well. Yep, that's how I would have taken it to Chris, because she does do things so. Love watching you knit. Then I say I can do it. Thank you. Yeah, so besides me, I know Linda Simpson can knit really, really well. She's great to watch knit, and she can teach you how to knit too. But yeah, I haven't. Last time I knit was a Christmas stocking for a couple of Christmas stockings. So I like Ivy. No, not true, Hunker. Ivy, you are so good at what you do. You need to pat yourself on the back, and you do amazing work. And don't you let your mind think otherwise that you don't when you do. You are amazing talent when it comes to crocheting. You should believe that. Believe it while you can, because you can crochet beautiful stuff. And I mean beautiful stuff. And it is so amazing on what you can do. Your stuff is, yeah, divine. And the colors that you pick out when you do things as well, Ivy, is such a beautiful thing. Chris says, yes, Linda, she is saying, yes, Linda does amazing at her knitted top. Oh, doesn't she, Chris? That is just, oh, her tops, oh, oh, they are to die for. They are beautiful tops. Even to her sister June. Her sister June does marvelous too. And but Linda is just an amazing talent. Truly amazing talent, that lady. And and one thing I like about Linda, when she picks a project out, whether it's from Stephen West or from this or from that, it's the yarn that she picks. The yarn that she picks to go with it is, oh, truly amazing. And the colours really, really suit her. Lisa, I agree. Linda can, oh, thanks, Liz. Yeah, oh, Linda's just, oh, I don't know. She's just, yeah. If I can be as half as good as what she is, then I know I've mastered the art really, really well. If you're wondering where I'm reading your comments from over, oh, I have Bridget's here. The king has gone to work. Oh, she was here. I think YouTube. I think things having a problem with. Oh, I think that my live chat has not moved, and Bridget came in, and then it just don't know why my chat's not moving. So, oh, you're good. Yeah, now it has moved. Maybe try again, Bridget, and come up. I don't know why it didn't show up that you were there. So try again when you get the time. Restream's having a little bit of a hissy at the moment. So I heard the doorbell go and then went to go and pull you up, and it just didn't want to show that you were there. But yeah. I noticed even the other day when I was doing the the live that YouTube Restream was playing up a little bit because I missed someone's chat on here, but it was on my iPad that's over there, and and whatnot, and that, and even did it earlier today too. That I missed someone's chat that it didn't come up on my laptop, but it came up on the iPad. So I think Restream's just having a little hissy problems at the moment. Maybe he's going through, or he or she's going through the change of life, maybe, or having a midlife crisis, maybe. But Yeah. And I can't believe when you're doing these lovies, how quick you get right. Hey, Chupa Chat, how are you, Kevin? Word up. How's things with you? I hope you've been good. I must get back over to your channel too to say pop in and say hello and to see how things are. Shared you on Red. Oh, thank you, Chupa Chat. Thanks for doing that. So, and Ivy's saying hello to Chupa Chat. Good to see you. Thank you for doing that. It's really much appreciated that that you've done that. Everything's appreciated. I'm just happy that you've all come in to spend time with me, knowing that it's early hours of the morning over your way and late at night. Well, nearly 9 o'clock at night here, and you guys are getting to be 4, 5, and whatnot in the morning. But I appreciate do appreciate that you guys come in. I'm going to have a drink. I'm a little bit thirsty, so oh and Kevin's saying hello to Ivy and Chris. Just gonna put this like this so I can just have a drink. That's better. Ivy said, night out here. Yeah, I can be. Yeah, I like it when we can be night. And oh, Bridget said restream has been a pain. Oh, it is. It always is. And Chris is saying hi to Kevin. Restream. It was being a pain the other day too. That couple of the chat things hadn't come up, and then. But see, I like using Restream because then that way, I don't have to subconsciously think if I use the other one that you only get 20 hours free a month, and if you go over it, that's less next month. Whereas if I go use here, so you need to send sound effects with that picture. Which picture? Oh, that picture that I had up. Okay. Just keeps telling me waiting for permission. Oh, waiting for but we went you when you came up on this side, it just said one more participants joined. They will appear here, but it hasn't come up saying that you're here. Maybe you need to refresh, go out and refresh and come back in. Maybe I don't know because it's got one more participants joined. They will appear here, but you haven't appeared. But it told me that you were there. So, but won't ask it. LOL. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in that perspective, Bridget. I'm not up to technology. I just know how to get on, do what I need to do, and leave when I need to. Maybe if you refresh, go out, come back in, and retry again, maybe. That's the only thing that I can suggest. Suggest that you could do, maybe. You don't. I hope the weather's not playing up for you either, where you are, Bridget, because I'm not sure if you get snow where you are. Maybe the weather's playing a part of it too, and we've had cool conditions today. So, hello, I get tech isn't my strong point either. Yeah, it's not my strong point either. But it did tell me the doorbell went to tell me that you were in, and when I went to go and put you in, it was just saying that just waiting for the other person to come. So I'm not didn't show your picture. I can go back and have another look and find find out. Let me have another look to see what it says. It's got me and one more participants joined. They will appear here soon. So it's saying that you. Oh, there you are. Yes, there we are. That was weird. It was just saying that you were there, as participants are there, but I was waiting for your picture to turn up.
Yeah, it kept telling me waiting for permission, but it wouldn't ask permission. And it just sat there. Well, finally, I copied the link and I opened it in the browser rather than in the messenger, and then it came right up.
Oh, of course. Technology, hey? They make it so
Right.
frustrating. Oh, that's just
Boy, I've
annoying.
got lovely morning hair, huh?
Yes, we love your morning hair. I put mine up because we've had some warm days, but well, it didn't get warm today, but we're getting 39 on Saturday, which is about 100. Oh, look at that golden stitch. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's amazing. That is
Very fun.
amazing.
And
Chris says, yay, Bridget. I like that. That's really cool. Your work is amazing, Bridget.
well, thank you. And so far, all I have is the of the pixie is the wings and the little antennae.
Okay. Hey, but you got him started.
Right. I mean, considering the mail didn't even come in till like 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, already completing a project and having a second one start is not too bad.
Hey, you're on the ball. You're on the ball. And I reckon you'll have more done than what I'll get done. I like having that little fun and games. It's
And
good.
I also did this.
Oh, what's that? What are you turning that into?
Well, it's a little weaving project that I did on a little bitty weaving loom that I have. And it's both our hand spun yarn.
Yeah,
This one here was dyed, or both of the colors that made this one were dyed by me. This one here, the white was some I had on hand, and the gray bits in it is
Rainy's one. Looks something Rainy.
it's a special one that Ray gave me, yak.
Yeah,
It's yak fiber
Aqua.
that Ray gave me from Ray's Yarn Addiction. We did a swap for
Swap.
an Advent one year. Well, a couple years. I sent her a box of fiber, and she sent me a box of fiber, and we opened them up, and that's one of the ones she sent me.
Once,
So,
yeah, because she does great spinning and colouring of hers too. She's another good one at that, of
but
the of it.
I am going to turn this into like a little tote pocketbook,
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
it's a little tote bag.
Have you I mean I don't know whether Ivy has either or Chris, because I think Chris said something about crocheting. Have you tried any of Crystal from Bagger Days yarn yet that she dyes?
I haven't. I have sent yarn to Crystal, but I've never actually bought any of Crystal's yarn. But every time I hear about it, it's already gone, or unfortunately, it's that time of the month where I don't have any money whatsoever. Because I
Mm,
live on such a tight budget that, I mean, now the king makes money, right?
yeah,
But I'm just one of those people that I really try not to nag at him to get me, my crafty stuff, because like he pays the mortgage, and when we need a new car, he buys it. When, the bills are due, he pays them.
mm,
I try not to ask him for more than I have to,
have
you
to.
know. So
Because you're
that being
spending so much
said,
already.
my personal income pays for my medication and stuff like that
Yeah.
over and above what he does. And so I only get, if I'm really lucky, I get like $50 a month that I can spend on whatever I want to spend it on,
Yeah.
where it's not dedicated for a bill or something I need to get for the house or whatever. So if I have the money, when someone has something like that, if it's someone special like Bag o' Day or say Dee from Dee's Creative Hands or Mama G and stuff like that, I will buy other people's hand spun or hand dyed yarn. But I just have to find it at the right time when I actually have a couple dollars.
Because I've been watching Chris has gone oh nice reminds me of like an Inuit rug inside an igloo woven mat. Yeah, that would be a cute rug bag. And I love to put I love to, but it's expensive and yeah, the good stuff gets cleared out fast. Yeah. Because I have watched a lot of people buying the other yarn that she's done with Freddie Mercury. And I thought, oh yes, I could see, doing things out of it. But then when the tariffs come in, like you, I've got to weigh up. Do I want to do it? How badly do I want that yarn? Because now I've got to pay the tariffs. And go, yeah, I don't need it that badly. Yeah.
Right. So a
So
lot of
yeah.
times, like, I've been really, really lucky, because I guess because I do so many crafts that, and, having friends that are extremely talented, I really enjoy the barter system myself. So, like, I got D yarn and I have Mama G yarn, and I'll be honest, I didn't buy it
Mm,
with money. I sent them a bag, they sent me yarn,
yeah. Yeah.
you know. So, I mean, both parties got something awesome out of the deal, and nobody had to exchange money. Because to me, it didn't make any sense. You're going to buy, let's say, a $60 bag from me, and then I'm going to turn around and buy two hanks, $50 worth of yarn from you. Why don't we just,
Swap over, you pick out what bag that you want to the yarn that you've got that I want.
yep,
That's a good bargain because you know, like you say, if the bag's $60 and then got two hanks of yarn that's worth the same price, well, why would you give me the money when I'm going to give it back to you?
right.
Yeah, I
There's
like
a
that
bank
system.
to play,
That is,
play it back and forth. So,
yeah. Hey, but when you can do that, that's worth it, really. That
yeah.
is worth it. That is just so worth it. So,
And I don't know why it is, but for me, it is so much easier for me to give of my time and my work and my talent than it is to give of my money. Like,
mm,
I'll work all day long like a dog, like back-breaking, busting work on the farm before I'll give you $100.
mm.
You know, like, if I can work it off instead of giving you money, I'm going to work it off every single time.
Fine, yeah.
And I guess it
Yeah.
equals to the same thing, but I guess it's what you find more value in.
But the thing you like say, like you work on the farm and then you know someone next door that needs help, but they haven't got the money. Well, all right, I'll help you. But then when it comes time, if I need help with something, could you come and help me? That's how we. That's just it's the best way to do it because it's it works out really really good that way. It's like here on my estate. Yeah, we have some bad neighbours, but we have some good areas where they need fixing. So being on the estate, we try and help and that's where I'm going tomorrow because one of the ladies that's doing the group, I was just was I was telling her how I've learned how to crochet, but she wants to do those bunting and bunting triangle, but crochet it's crochet, but they're the triangles. So I found this one, right?
Huh?
But the pattern, have a look how wonky it is going this way. So
Huh.
it's But mind you, I followed the pattern, right? To how she
Right.
said to do it. But it's, yeah, look how,
Oh, she's having you put way too many chains in.
right? But she tells you, look, you got four in there, right? And then
Yeah.
you chain, I think she said you chain two, then you put another four, and then, yeah, and I'm thinking, and
No, you don't need those chains in between
but
at all.
I followed her pattern all the way, right?
Right.
And that's how it turned out. But Sam said she's done that pattern wrong. That
She
pattern's
has.
wrong. And I go, all right, so it's not me that I haven't done it wrong. I followed her all the way. Now, the lady that I'm going to help tomorrow sent me a different link too, but just remember I did two yarns for this one. Now, look at this one, how this one turned out to compare to this one.
Much better. Much,
So
much better.
there, it's more of a angle, hang on, more straighter. But she said you can go around again if you want them bigger. And
Mm-hmm.
then I did it in this one, in the brown and white.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. It turned out, these turned out better than this one. And
Yeah,
I don't know.
she had you doing wrong.
But this one here, which I don't know if you can notice, you do a double crochet in every bit. You do the four,
Mm-hmm.
hang on, you do the four here, but then you're doing four double crochets up the top here before you get to
Mm-hmm.
here, this bit here. So I think this one's nice if she had taught you properly.
Right.
And
Yeah, if
I
she wouldn't
don't,
have had you put the extra chains, it would have been very nice. But those
and
extra
I
chains,
don't know whether it was to do with the yarn that I used for this one, but I even showed them at knitting club, and they even said, yeah, she showed you the wrong one with this one. Whereas, look at these two; they turned out better.
mm-hmm, much nicer.
So, and then she showed you, this lady showed you that, because that's the bottom of the triangle, and you chain, say, five, and you single stitch, slip stitch in every single one going across
Right.
until you get to here, and then you could do two chains, and then you can add this one, or you can go straight into doing it. So that's what I'll come up with. So tomorrow I'm going to take them and, yeah, see how what she wants done. So, well, I didn't think I didn't do too bad doing a different pattern for my first go.
Oh, you did real good.
So it's not bad. You, like I said to Chris before, the more you practice with your knitting, of course, the better you're going to get.
Yep.
I mean, it's that's how I look at it. You practice, practice, and practice, and then before you know it, you master it.
Yeah.
And that's why I like watching Linda, because you watch Linda and you think, wow, only if I could be as good as her at what she does, because she is, oh, wow. And she did the
Yeah.
12 days of cast-ons. Oh, and hang on, oh my God, how are you going to keep up with all these 12 cut? But I forget, she does a bit of each one each day, and I'm thinking, you're just, yeah, the talent of her is just beyond words.
See, if I like the idea of challenges like that, but I know myself well enough to know that that is never going to work for me. Like if I tried
Mm.
to cast on 12 projects, I would get so overwhelmed that I would literally just sit here frozen.
You
I
know
wouldn't
what?
know what to
Hey,
do.
I agree with you, because I'm thinking to my, and well, I don't want anyone to take me the wrong way, please. It's the same if I was doing all these plus the blanket, right? But the blanket, I can do a little bit, put it down, and I can go and do a full one of these. Then go back to the blanket. But the blanket wasn't a thing I'm in a hurry to finish. I know it's there. I can do a bit, go back, do a bit, go back. But it, but if I had any more than that, I'm like you, overwhelming and think, which one am I doing? Which one's which one? What am I? What? And it'd be like you'd be thinking, oh my god, what have I got myself into? But that's why I was. That's like what I was saying about the 93,000 miles meters from here to where Sam lives, and I was only going to do it from the 1st of November 25 to the 31st of October 26. And then when we did that, and I was thinking, you know what? Sam's got a point. Scrap the 31st of October. I want to see how long it takes me to get to 93,000 meters and how many ball bands that actually takes.
Right.
And then if we go by, like Chris said, about 15 million to 16 million meters, that's the next challenge that I would like to try in fun. Not, I'm not saying
Right.
everyone's going to jump on the bandwagon. It's just fun to see what we can actually,
Right.
that I want to do. I want to,
I agree.
that's just a my challenge and my fun that I want to do. And I don't want to say I'm better than anybody else, that yes, I can get that in 12 months. I know I probably won't. And I
Right.
don't want people to think, oh, she's a bit of a smart. She's going to do this and do that. I'm not. It's fun. It's, we're all here to have a see what I can get to where and how long it takes, you know.
Right.
And you know, if
Mm.
anybody, even if anybody wants to join in the challenge, you can start from now and see how long it takes you to get to 93,000 meters, or well, we go by meters, but whatever way that you guys do it. Hey, I'm happy if you want to jump on the bandwagon. Let's see how we all do and
Right.
cheer each other on. I'm good at cheerleading people on, but that's what I'm doing. So I'm happy to say I'm about a tenth of the way to Sam's house at the moment. So that's a good challenge in 3 months.
Right. That's amazing. In in
So
in that amount of time.
but the thing is, like I said, I didn't realize exactly how much yarn you use when you crochet. I hear you all say, "Oh, you got crochet, you use up so much um, yarn," and I'm thinking, but I'm knitting. I'm using all this yarn up, so I should be using just as much as what you guys are, but not realizing I'm not. And
Because
since
the knit crochet stitches take more yarn than the knit stitches do.
yeah, and then I've realised since I've done the 54 lovies that took me in 2 weeks, that's where a lot of my yarn has gone with that and with the blanket and nothing. Now I realise what you guys are actually saying about how much yarn you use up. You don't know until you actually do it yourself, you know, and I think, wow, when I was only just doing the knitting at the start with the of this challenge, I hadn't even used much yarn. Only that when I started crocheting was when I was realizing, oh, have I done all that already? And I'm thinking, wow, I, I'm just amazed just on how much yarn you can physically use when you crochet. And it depends on the project too, to how much yarn actually gets done. So, but I've used up one, two, three, four full skeins of this one in the blanket, and a half of one that the rest of it went in here because I had to go and buy two more because I was frightened in case I was gonna run out, and I like to finish with what the color I started with. So,
Mm-hmm.
and after all that, I'm thinking, well, I didn't need the extra one, but it's all right because it's going into the lovey anyway. Because I'm getting the next round of loveys organised, and I'm doing 10 rows instead of 8, so that's eating a lot more yarn up too. So, and
Right.
then and then I'll be up to, I'm going to be starting the next round of blanket too while I do this, because not sure whether I'll start with the blue, or I think it's lilac or lavender, or could even be mauve, but I know it is a light purple, so haven't made up my mind which one I'm going to actually start with. But hey, Rome wasn't built in a day, so I don't need to make my mind up in a hurry. So,
Right.
so
I was just curious. I had to add it up. So far in January,
yeah,
I have used 31.4 ounces or 890.175 grams of stash.
wow, that's a lot. Are you good
Now
at
that does
changing
count
that
the
into?
fluff.
Are you good at changing that into your ounces into meters?
Um, I don't know. Well, I wouldn't be able to do it into meters just because I also have, the fiber fill is counted in that weight.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
So
but when I finish off an entire ball band, I keep the ball bands.
yeah.
Unfortunately, with amigurumi, if I finish a ball band, it's, one of these.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And they're like, I think they said there's like 18 meters in one of these little bitty balls.
Okay, so and you 18 meters and you use up say five of them. So you're looking at about what, 5 eighths of 40. Put down naught carrier, 4 5. That's about 90 meters. If you use, well, that's not really sort of bad, really, when you look at it.
No.
It is a small ball. That's what I'm saying. With our one, see, this one here is called the Spot Saver print, right?
Mm-hmm.
Said it is two. Where is it? 200 and hang on, 238 meters. But then the white in the same one, which is called just the Spot Saver, is 312 because it's just a plain white.
Yep.
So there's over 500 meters there already
Yep.
used when you get around to
That's a quick.
using. And that adds up quick. But like I said, I don't know how to transfer it into ounces or whatever. I just go by
Well,
the 300 and say 200 and what did I say? 238 meters, but I don't know what that is in ounces.
how many ounces is that ball? Does
It's
it
a
say
hundred.
on the ball band?
It does say it's 230 meters, and it doesn't say ounces. It just says meters.
But it
230.
doesn't say like this. It says the weight of the ball is 7 ounces
No, it
or
just goes. Hang on, I'll show you the
one.
ball. But here, we'll use this one. This is the one that I got, and it does. This is how it comes up when I got
Yeah,
it.
it's 140 grams.
So it's 140 grams, right? But then it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't tell me about any ounces. So it's 238 meters, but it's
200.
140 grams to compare to the white, which is 200 grams. So the white
How
has
many
40.
meters was it?
The baby Pascal 238 meters.
It's about 1.7 grams per meter.
1.7 grams per meter. But then there's another one that I got over here. I'll show you that Sam sent me from. She had ordered some yarn from what does she call it? Yarn Smith, that company in the UK that I know
Mm-hmm.
Linda uses. It's called the Elvis yarn, which is a beautiful colours, right? But this one, it's 150 grams, but it's a 5.3 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
540 meters to 590 yards, and it's 100% quilly. So this one does actually tell you exactly what it is in it.
How many grams was it?
150 grams to 5.3 ounces.
Okay, so that one particular it's 3.6 grams per meter.
3.6 grams per meter. Okay.
So what you do is you divide the meterage by the grams,
Okay.
and
I
that will give
divide,
you
so
how
500.
many.
Okay. So if I do, you divide the meters to the grams. So if it's a 540, 150 grams, I divide that into 540 meters. No, the other way around, don't I?
Yeah, other way around.
Okay. So, okay. I learned something new. I'm not good at math. So it's 540, divide that by 150 equals 3.6. Okay. Meters per gram. Oh, I'm glad that you told me that.
Yeah, I had to learn that one so that I could calculate like how much yarn was going to take to make an entire project. If I didn't have yarn bands, I could tell them, okay, this project weighed this much, so it took this much yarn.
But I got three balls a day. I did have four, but the project I was doing, I don't know what I did. I lost stitches, but in the end, I ditched that one and I started and I finished it with something else. But I got three more of these that I might be able to um, crochet up a shawl. And I think it does say to use a size 4 millimeter hook, 4 millimeter hook to a 4 millimeter needle. So I do have a size 4 crocheting hook, so it'll knit up a nice, decent size
Right.
wrap with that one. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and if you're making a wrap or a shawl with that kind of yarn, my suggestion is go up just a little bit on the hook size, like a size or two,
yeah,
than what it says on the band, because then it just makes it just real drapey and
drapey.
flowy and
That's what I
ugh,
was doing with this knitting pattern because I got the pattern off Sam. Oh, I want to give that a go, and I think because it said size 4 knitting now, I went up to a 4.5, and I didn't like the way it was draping. Then I went up to a size 5, and it was draping quite beautiful until I turned it around and I had dropped the stitch. I was up this far and realised the stitch was down here and it happened to be in a part of the pattern and I couldn't work out what part of the pattern that it belonged to. So I thought, that's it.
mm,
I'm just going to just do a scarf out of it, and the scarf can be donated up to the hospital. So that's what I did. So I thought, okay. So I got rid of the pattern. I said to Sam, I'm not doing it. That's it. No more. That's it.
I don't
But
blame you.
I did say to Sam that Nick, if I want us to do it again, I will go find the pattern, your video that had the pattern, rewrite it out, and try again. But I'm in no hurry to do it, so it can just stay right where it is. So I mean, it was working. It was one of those where you really needed. I find because I can be quite easily distracted if I've got someone talking to me when I'm doing a pattern. To how easy you think, oh, now what row was that? Even though I have if it's a 4 row repeat, I always have 1 to 4 down and then 1 to 4 down, so I can mark it off as I go along. So if I have to
Mhm.
get up and move away, I know where I am when I need to come back. But it just sort of, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hang on, better make sure that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hang on, can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hang on, that's 10. Did I do 10 already? Because if I have, See what I mean? I'm talking and I've already done 10 and I was going to go around and do, but that doesn't seem big enough for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But that doesn't, oh, you know what it is why it don't look big enough? Because the other ones I've done two skeins together, and I'll show you why. Because I've been doing them, but then I can go around and do two extra rows, can't I?
There you go. Yeah.
Because you have a look, that is 10 row round, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab the other one and I'll show you why it don't look big enough. Because the other ones I did, I don't need you. Because the other ones I've done, yeah, that's not even half the size to my bigger one. No way. And these are the other ones that I've used two skeins with.
Oh, that's pretty.
And have a look.
Whew.
Look how many I need to do. So I'm guessing if that's there and I am, if I hook them like that there, and if I put that there like that, I'm at least, that way I'm at least three row. Yeah, I reckon if I do another 3 rounds, then that would be the same size.
There you go.
All right. I can't believe I've done that just sitting here gas bagging. It happens. All right, I'm going to do 3 more rounds, but I'm going to make sure I am on 10 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you know what I like about crocheting these like this? When you go up from the corner up, you know exactly where you're at.
Right.
All right, I'm going to do another three rounds. So I should write down 3 so I know that I'm doing 3. So then that way I know that I'm doing 3. So put that underneath that, and I'm doing 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've worked out. 3 more rounds, and then it should be the same size.
There we go.
So, and that won't take long to do. And
No, no, 3 rounds ain't nothing.
no, and I mean I've done 10 while we've been on the live. So if I can do 10 rows just like that, then another three is not going to take long to do at all. So
Yeah, I try to do like you with doing like little ticks and whatnot on my page, or sometimes I'll even write the pattern down as far as like if it's got 24 rows, I'll do 1 through 24 and then I just mark them off as I go. And
yeah,
like if I got to make two ears or two arms or whatever, I'll do like one leg of the X for the first arm or leg, and then I'll do the other arm of the X when I do the other one. But then my problem is sometimes when I'm like chit chatting with the girls on a Tuesday night or, you know, commenting on a live, is I'll finish the round and I'll go to comment because I finally finished the round. And then I don't remember, did I make the tick on the paper or not?
yeah. I have that problem too. That's why I always write down, like on my bits of paper, I've done this because it's just here. What I do is I just get I get exercise books, and then I draw columns. So then that way, with the columns, I can write. Say if I do a knit a beanie, it's 1 to 10 rows. That's me brim, and then I will the line under, and then the next one's 1 to 26, and then when I go to do the cast off, it'll be knit 11, knit. I'll do the knit 11 because then I know I knit one, and then I knit 11, knit two together. I do that right up until I'm completely done. Um, I find it just easy to do that. My, it's more for me knowing that if I've done the first row and I've got to get up quickly and get to the toilet or go and do something, I know I've done
Yeah.
that row. I just find that easy for me to follow. I know not everybody's going to follow the same way because we all work in different.
Yep.
And I'm not one to use a road counter. I don't like the road counters. I prefer the old common pen and paper.
Yeah.
I'm
Me
sort
too.
of an old school person when it comes to that way. That's what I like using, so that's what I'm sticking to. And yeah, I know there's road counters out there to use. I do know that, but yeah, I'd rather pen and paper.
See, I bought the row counters. I bought the electric one, and then the battery dies halfway through your project and you can't remember what the stupid number said.
Yeah,
Or you drop it and you don't know for sure if it ticked the button or not when it hit. I also had the manual one where it was kind of like, you push the button and the little number flips over, no batteries or nothing. But again, if you drop it, it could tick 2 or 3 times.
yeah. But at least with pen and paper, if you drop your pen, it does not going to tick anything off.
Yep. You
And
just have to remember if you did it or not.
yeah, and whatnot. So yeah, I'm sticking with pen and paper. I got that much books anyway, and then I got newspaper, and I've got bean on one pen, so I'm not going to be short on pens. So I
Right.
think I'll just stick with the way that I've been doing it for way too long. And as they say, you can't change your leopard by its spots.
Right.
So I think I'm going to be that leopard that spots can't change. And you can't teach an old dog new tricks, so I think I'll just stay like that.
That's what my girls told me. I seen all the dogs that were talking with the buttons, that they could push 100 different buttons and tell you exactly what they wanted. So I bought a pack of those buttons for my girls because, I don't like them to bark when they need to go outside to go potty. I like them to ring the bells, which they do, but the bells are all the way out in my kitchen. If
Oh,
I'm back here, I can't hear the bells because it's just a little bitty, like Christmas jingle bell,
well,
you know? So I bought the
makes
button and I had the button to say go potty. And that's what I tell them every time we go outside. But they absolutely refuse to touch the
use
button.
them. Yeah.
They don't want nothing to, neither one of my girls want nothing to do with that button.
Yeah, and that makes it hard, isn't it? I mean, like you say, if you're there, you don't hear it, and then they've had an accident inside, and then you're on hands and knees cleaning up.
Thankfully, my girls are pretty good. Thankfully, thank goodness.
Hmm.
If they ring the bell and I don't come, they will actually come up to me and then they'll start pestering. Well, they'll start jumping on my leg or they'll get up in my lap and I'll like, go on, go play. And I'll put them down on the floor and they'll immediately jump back up in my lap and get up in my face. And then I'll ask them, do you need to go outside? And then they'll start jumping in circles and acting all kinds of crazy. I'm like, oh, okay, it's time to go outside. So
Yeah.
they have other ways to tell me. I was just trying to find something that was a little bit more
Loud.
loud of an audible. I need to go outside that wasn't also loud enough that it would wake the king up, if he were asleep, you know?
But at least they let you know if you haven't heard the first time. At least the girls come to you, and pest you and everything, and then you sort of you get the gist on,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they're telling me they want potty, and off we go.
Yes, much better than making a mess in my house, which I would be very, very upset about. So,
Yeah, and I don't think I want to be on hands and knees cleaning up the mess,
no.
sort of thing. So, but you're good. Girls are good in that way to for you. So I mean, that is fantastic that they come and do that for you.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. I got some sweet babies.
Oh, you sure do. And they're awfully quiet because you've got the door open. Are they in Nine Land?
Yeah, yeah. My laundry room is small enough to be a or big enough to be a baby's nursery. It's, like it's a pretty good sized room. So at night, Coco likes to go to bed by like 10 o'clock. She's had it. She wants to go to bed.
Mm.
So generally, come 10 o'clock at night or so, I will. Even the cat goes to bed on command.
Okay.
Because she thinks she's a dog, which I don't mind. I really don't, because I like dogs better.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of them go to bed in the laundry room. The cat's got her own tower in there, and they've got like a kennel in there, but they don't sleep in it anymore. The
Mm.
only time I ever even put them in the kennel is like if my sister and the kids are coming over. Having that much activity in the house, one, scares the hell out of the cat. She won't go into hiding for 2 days because someone came to the house. But Khaleesi is like a nervous dog, you
Mm.
know. So they're Coco and Khaleesi are both good with my nieces and nephew and my sister and that, but she runs her mouth non-stop when strangers are in the house, unless I put her in her kennel where she can be, I put a blanket over the top of the kennel because dachshunds are den dogs. They like to be in small, confined, like small little dark places. So I put the blanket on there and let her feel nice and safe. And that's the only time she ever goes in there is when she's feeling real nervous about people being in the house.
And nothing worse than having a nervy dog.
Yeah.
We had a little Maltese Terrier, but she passed away now, and had friends for Christmas Day, and she wouldn't eat.
Mm,
Same thing, she's a very nervy dog, and she wouldn't eat. And it took us, when they left, it took us ages to get her to eat. And I think that night I was having some wheat bix, and I'm thinking, because I know she likes her wheat bix done in milk, so I thought, well, I'm going to sit on the kitchen floor and just see if she'll eat some wheat bix. So I managed to get her to eat some wheat bix, but I do notice when there's people around and she wants to eat, she was a very nervy dog. So of course we wouldn't put her food down until they were gone, and that. So we tried not to have people here at the house while we had her, because to her, her house is her house and nobody else's, and she wants to, be able to get up and eat when she wants to get up and eat.
right.
And I'd rather them to be, they've got to feel safe in their own house and not feel nervous, you know,
For sure.
because it's a bit like us if we meet someone for the first time and how nervous we are and whatnot, sort of thing. So we sort of know how they feel when they get very nervous,
Right.
so we used to, when we took her for a walk, we brought her a baby's pram because she walks so far and then she wants to be carried. And when she gets into relax, she's a dead weight. So then, because we got her a baby pram, and then someone said, "Oh, what a cute baby," until they actually look and think, "Oh, okay." I said, "Yeah." We walked down the driveway and she's already ready for the pram and that. So, and then kids will ask, "Can we paddle?" We go, "No," because if she's a nervous dog, we don't want her to be turning around and biting someone. And then we've got to put her down because she's bitten someone.
Right.
And but then we do have a family in the middle. The boys, the young men now, but they've grown up with pit bulls and that. So, and they used to say, "Can we pat them?" We didn't mind because they were, they know what it's like to have a dog around and whatnot, and they treat dogs respectfully. So
Right.
we didn't mind them we didn't mind them doing, giving her a pat and whatnot. But other children, yeah, we go no. You can look, but you're not touching.
Yeah, it's best to err on the side of caution. It's what I always told my kids. You never ever touch an animal without asking permission, and even then, it can be a problem. As we learned, my middle son, before I left Wisconsin, we had gone to a friend of the family's house, or a friend of my ex's family, I should say, and he had like 3 or 4 dogs outside, all of them, pit bull mix. And my little guy, he said, can I pet your dog? And he said, yeah, sure, no problem. He's a nice dog. So my son went to walk up and he reached out to pet the dog. The dog jumped up and his tooth went right through the center of my son's lip.
Ooh,
Of
that's not
course,
a
I
nice dog.
picked him up and rushed him up to the doctor. And that guy, because obviously he didn't have rabies shots or nothing on his dog, had shipped his dog off to a couple hours away, so they couldn't put him to sleep or test him for rabies. So my poor little boy had to go through rabies shots.
Oh, yeah.
I was so mad because he done everything exactly how I had taught him to do it. He asked permission and the dog was okay, you know.
Did the guy use these pit bulls for fighting, or were they just pets?
They were just pets. He was just I they were pets. They were never used for fighting, but they weren't treated as pets should be treated, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not the way I would have chosen to treat any of my pets.
Hmm.
Like chained outside 24 hours a day, gets attention when you throw food and water at them, you know.
But dogs need the love and affection and
They
what.
do.
I don't like when owners have dogs and then use them for fighting. I'm not into that. Pet
No.
dogs are for loving, and whatnot. And when my nephew was a baby, he's just turned 44. 44. Jeez, he just turned 34 in December. But when he was a baby, my brother got a Rockwheeler, and it wasn't taught to fight. It wasn't taught for nothing. It was more if my nephew happened to be in the backyard and a stranger jumped the fence, it was more for protection of,
Hmm.
well, if you're going to jump my fence while my kid's in the backyard, well, my dog's going to offend the kid.
Right.
It wasn't trained to fight for anything or anything and whatnot. But this will tell you how dopey the dog was. My brother could never mow the lawn because of his hay fever. So I said, that's okay. When I come down, I'll mow your lawn. And instead of mowing the lawn, you're fighting the dog so you could mow the lawn because it hated the lawnmower. And I'm thinking, oh, but yeah, he was such a placid dog. But I think if you did go to jump the fence, yeah, you would either have
Hmm.
his teeth in your backside or in your arm hanging off you. So,
Felicia's that way with my vacuum cleaner.
she
Every
don't.
time I turn the vacuum cleaner on, that dog loses her ever loving mind.
Wonder what it is about certain equipment that they don't like.
I, it's not that she's ever been abused by anything because she's lived in my house since the second she was born.
So she should be used to the noise.
She is 100% used. She just does not like it. The only vacuum that she has not attacked or went after, like, she doesn't like viciously attack them, just like barking and going crazy and acting nuts. The only one she doesn't do that to is my sister gave me a robot vacuum. And she doesn't mind the robot vacuum, but the robot
Maybe
vacuum don't really make much noise.
that's what I was going to say. Maybe because it's not as noisy as a normal vacuum, where it does
Yeah,
make that. Yeah, maybe she just doesn't like the sound of a noisy vacuum. Maybe it's just too sensitive for her ears.
I think so.
You
But
know,
it's fun.
just oh, they're funny. They're funny dogs. You know, they soon let you know when they don't like something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
For sure.
they're hilarious. What could you know? They're fun to be around because their personality is just so fun. They're so enjoyable, and I mean, yeah, cats can do that too. But yeah, I'm not a lover of cats. I think dogs are more, to me, are more your best friends than cats are.
Cats are jerks.
That's a good way of putting them. They are. Whereas
Like,
dogs, they love the cuddles more.
hmm
So
and my cat will literally stand. Like, I was recording a video yesterday. So what she do? She gets up and knocks the camera stand about, then jumps up on the table and knocks the camera, and then she'll get up on the table and she'll be looking dead in my eyes. And she'll look down at a thing sitting on the table, and I'll go, "Don't you do it." And she'll look dead in my eyes again and go, whoop, and knock it right to the floor.
and then you feel like going whoop, back to the cat.
And right? It's
My
like, you jerk.
oh
I
my
just picked that up and you go throw it on the floor.
my cousin, when we were younger, she had a Siamese cat, and oh, it turned me against cats even more. The meow on it is disgusting. It's irritating. And every time we go to visit and we have lunch, it jumps up on the table. Then it irritates me, mum, because she'd say, cats don't belong on the table. And then if I stay there the night, the, the cat's in bed with you. And I'm thinking, oh, you thinking, geez, no. I always go home and say to my mum, I'm going to kill that cat one day. I'm really going to kill it. It was the most irritating cat. And
Yeah. I don't like cats on my countertops or like my kitchen. Anywhere I eat or prepare food, they're not allowed. But like, she'll get up on my craft tables. But
but the thing
yeah,
is,
I
your
don't
craft
like
table's your
cat
craft
food.
table. That's different because you're not eating your meal off your craft
Yeah,
table. But this
yeah.
cat or my cousins, you'll be sitting at the kitchen table ready to eat, and the table will be getting set up. And that's
Mm-mm.
what used to do my mum's head. And in the end, me mum's sister would say, "Don't have to put the cat in the laundry until we finish eating, or put the cat outside and let it get run over." More like her. That'll tell you how much I really detest cats. They're just oh, and that cat proved the point. It was a really irritating cat. It was the only time it was quiet and not irritating when it was laying on its bed sleeping.
Yeah, Siamese are very vocal kitties.
They
Sassy's
are
mama was a Siamese,
they just they soon
but
let you
Sassy
know.
don't never meow.
Oh, they're just irritating to the point to where you want to go to the next watering hole and just drown your sorrows. That's how they that is how they get you. Thinking seriously, you can't just leave me alone.
All right. I got my girls where it comes near dinner time, or even if I just want them out of the room for a minute, um, like I can tell them, like if I tell my dogs lay down, they'll look at me like, "Are you speaking French?" But if I tell them go lay down, they will go into the next room
And
And
lay
like they'll cross the threshold of the door. Like we've got little riser things, little bitty pieces of wood between one room and the next. Because, we got wood floors in one and like linoleum in the next or whatever. They will go on the other side of that riser. But Khaleesi, just to be a little shit, like the line will be right here. Her whole body will be here on the good side of the line. But she puts her paw on the floor on this side of the line. And I'll
oh,
go, and she'll pick her paw up and put it to the other side. She knows what she's doing.
smart dog. Oh, you
Hmm.
know what? They know. They know how to push buttons. They know.
But I also can literally drop a steak on the floor and go, leave it. And they'll sit there and they'll stare at it and they'll drool. There'll be a pile of drool on the floor, but they will not touch that steak.
Oh, the poor doggies. You got a good piece of steak there, and we can't have it. oh,
Oh, not until Mama taps the floor and tells them it's okay. But see,
yeah,
I had to do that though, because when I got Coco, I had my doctor had given me a prescription for having her as a service dog.
yeah,
So, in order for her to go into restaurants with me, into nail salons with me, into the mall with me, stuff like that, I couldn't have her misbehaving and, barking or, gobbling up food if it fell on the floor at a restaurant because it's not sanitary. So I had to teach her those commands because she knew them. Khaleesi learned them,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. And do you still use Coco as a service dog?
I don't anymore because I crochet now.
Okay.
So I take a crochet and or knitting project with me absolutely everywhere I go. Like I have one of my takeout bags in the bottom of my pocketbook that has a sock cast on at all times.
Mm,
So if I'm having like a really bad anxiety day, but I'm in the middle of my grocery shopping, I can't just run out of the store. I have to finish my grocery shopping, right?
mm.
So what I'll do is I'll bust out my knitting project, put my little takeout bag, put the strap on my wrist, and I'll bust out 10 stitches or a round or two while I finish my shopping. But because I can focus on that knitting project, on that crochet project, I don't get as worked up or I'm able to calm myself back down where I no longer need to take Coco with me. And even better yet, I do not have to take any kind of depression medication anymore. I do not have to take anxiety medication anymore
That's
because
good.
of the crocheting and knitting. And that makes me feel a lot better because I didn't like taking all the extra meds,
Mm,
especially with my heart,
yeah. I was
you
going to
know.
say you probably wouldn't with your heart.
So
And how
I
is
try not to take much of that stuff if I don't have to.
and how's things going with your heart now?
Pretty good, actually. I just went in and seen the doctor the other day, and I hate when they do it. I know they have to do it, but because of the machine that's in my chest now, they literally can type into a computer and make my heart go faster.
Oh, okay.
And that is the weirdest feeling in the world. You're literally just sitting still, and all of a sudden, for no reason whatsoever, your heart's going fast.
Oh,
Which my heart will do that sometimes just because I don't know, yeah, I don't know, it's a Tuesday and it feels like it. But to have a machine that's forcing it to do that is like
whoa, yeah. Is that so they can check on what's happening?
it's partly to check to make sure that the machine is doing everything, is still capable of doing everything it's supposed to do. I mean, obviously they can't test shock me. Thank
Mm.
God, because oh God, does that hurt. But it's also a way of running a test on my heart to make sure my heart is responding the way that it's supposed to the machine.
Okay.
So,
Well, at least they're keeping up to date with that now.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's a new machine you've got in there now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm on number 4, which statistically most people actually do not make it past battery pack number 1. So,
And you're up
I
to
I'm
four.
ahead of the curve.
I was going to say, well, you proved them wrong then, haven't you? If you're up to number
Oh
four.
heck yeah. Yeah, they told me when I first had my heart attack, the doctor told me, because at the time I had literally just had a baby, like she was 9 weeks old, and I also had a 1-year old that was 1 year and 6 weeks old, and I had a 9-year old
Okay.
that's autistic.
Oh,
And
it doesn't help, does it?
loads of other fun things that come with the autism.
Mm.
And they told me if I got to see my son graduate high school, I would be damn lucky. So they gave me 5, maybe 6 years. My daughter will be 18 this year.
And so you'll be seeing her graduate from senior high or whatever it is that you how you guys do it.
Yeah.
And well, and the oldest son, he's done all that already. So yeah.
Yep. And he's doing awesome. He's got him a job and he's doing real good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he's very talented young man. He still doesn't talk a whole lot, but he is very talented.
But as long as he can get across to what he needs to get across with his bosses and whatnot, well, and they're happy with what he's doing, well, you
Yep.
know, as long as they're happy with him, he's happy.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it.
Because then he's doing something right if he's keeping them happy,
That's right.
so which is good.
Well, very, very proud of him.
You should be. You should be a proud mum. 'Cause especially when you know it's tough as it is for him out there in the world, and for him to be doing what he's doing, it makes you feel like I've done something right.
Right. For
You
sure.
know, because you want what's best for you, for all of them, regardless of whether they've got whatever disability and whatnot. So
Right.
my cousin at the time, well, my mum's brother and sister under her, they're twins, so boy and a girl, and they were told that at the time twins could never have twins. Now, my auntie is 81 82 this year. So at the time when she had kids back in the day, she was told twins shouldn't really have twins. But when she did have twins, they did. I think they only. I don't think they lasted very long. But because they were both boys, they left a germ inside of her. So when she fell pregnant with a boy, the oldest boy, they what he at the time they called what they called a spastic. He has
Mm-hmm.
a full on disability, and you can see it. And then she had the girl who was normal, and then she had another boy who was disabled, but not as bad as the oldest one. So the younger one can't read and write, but he works in a. Last time I knew, he was working in a hotel in like cooking meals and whatnot. But the
Awesome.
older one, the older one, he goes to a workshop. Well, it was in a town, the next suburb over from where they lived. He could walk to the train station if he wanted to, or me auntie might drop him off and then go and pick him up, or he could walk home. But we got these things where you can get taxi vouchers depending on your he is entitled to one because of his disability, so he might get the taxi down. But they moved his section of the workshop from where he was going to about um 20 minutes down the road from me by bus. But how he's got across from the bus is a very, very busy road, and you can't
Mm.
have him crossing the road. So my auntie said, well, you're not going by bus, you're getting in a taxi. And he'd stand there, even though you've got to try and listen to what he says, he'd stand there and argue with his mum. And she goes, you're either going by taxi or you're not going at all.
But
So,
change is hard. So getting used to something new is very
and,
hard.
and you can't, like, if you want him to come home on the bus, it's not bad because he's on the side of the bus to go home. It's when he's
Right.
getting off to go to the workshop. It was the road, they don't care. If the light says red, they'll still keep going. So he'd be knocked
Right.
over. And he's just, yeah. So Miani used to say, no, well, it's either that or you do that. So now he gets a taxi there and a taxi home. Only cost him about, I mean, I think if the taxi cost him 40, be lucky if it costs him $20, because of the taxi card or the taxi pass. So, but I think he's still going there, but yeah, it's like you say, it's difficult to, when where we used to live, me only had to go out. They had to go out somewhere, so we had to come and stay at our place. But she always makes sure he only has, say, $50 in his wallet,
Right.
in small change in case he's got to go. And when he came, he was told he had to buy my mum. It's Hungry Jack's. It's your Burger King. When it came here, it was Burger King, but changed to Hungry Jack's. So he was told he had to buy us Hungry Jack's for tea. So I'd go up and we'd order it. And when I looked at his wallet, I've gone, oh my God, I bet you your mum don't know you've got this amount of money. And I'd go back and I'd say to my mum, my cousin's name's Craig. I said, Craig's got all this money. She goes, well, I said, you want to see his wallet? It's full of money. And I bet you Annie Jill doesn't know he's got the money. So she's turned around to say, Craig, give me your wallet. What for, Annie Maureen? You get, I want to see how much money you got in your wallet. And then he'd hand it over. She said, does mum know you got this? Oh, bloody hell, Annie Maureen, you get. And she goes, no, you can give me your wallet here. And you're not. And then when Miani picked him up, she said, he had all this money. She goes, no, he must have snuck it out of the house. So, yeah, she flicked the lid because, hi, Tracy, how are you? She's saying, hi, Lisa and Bridget. So she flipped the lid because she knew he shouldn't have had that amount of money.
Right. Yeah, that could be dangerous.
He's the on his dad's side of the family. He's the oldest grandchild, so him and his nan on my uncle's side, they were really close, and they go. Our football's a little bit different to your in NFL game. It's played different,
Hmm.
and they had their membership. They had the decent membership, so every weekend he'd stay at his nan's house. They go to the football. And and as she got older, she went in a nursing home because she just got too old to be able to take him and that. So and then that it was gone. Then when she passed away, that bondship that they had is gone, and he's never brought another membership again because that was what him and his nan done every weekend, and that's what they done for, oh God,
Right.
say 30 years. I want to say 30, 35 years. you know,
That's a
and
long time to keep a tradition going.
yeah, and the bus company that I grew up with, I knew most of the bus drivers. I knew all of them actually while we were going to school. And I used to take him up the park, and my cousin, the one that's normal, would say, "Aren't you embarrassed?" I said, "About what?" To what your friends would say about him. I go, "No." I said,
Forever.
"Why would I be embarrassed? I'm taking my cousin up the park so we can play cricket because it's the only area we could play." And and when I get up to go to school the next day to get on the bus, they say, "Oh, who was that guy you were with?" I said, "What guy?" And they go, "The weekend you were up the park up the road from your place," because they knew where I lived. I said, "Oh, you mean my cousin?" And they go, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, yeah, we always go up the park and play cricket." And they say, "Well, who won?" I said, "He did, of course. I always made him win." Because I know, they go, "Oh yeah, oh that's good," but they know because they worked. Their bus company runs with a special school, so they take the special kids to school and pick them up and that. So they
Right.
knew, and I said, "Oh yeah, my other cousin, that's normal that you would have seen that didn't want to play. Always used to say, 'Aren't you embarrassed in case you guys made fun of me?'" And they go, "Why would we do that?" Because we, I said, "I know you guys work with them, you know. I mean, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not even embarrassed now to say that I've got a cousin like that because he's so fun to be with.
Yeah.
You know, and so what you ladies working on? Well, I'm working on a lovey. I'm getting my next round of loveys done to get started. So I'm ahead of the game, and Bridget's working on
I
the
am making a Cornish pixie. I'm on the second ear. I have his two wings done. I got the book today, well, yesterday at like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll see the video today, Tracy, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But I already completed a project out of the book that you haven't seen me open yet. And I'm working on number two.
she is quick, Tracy, and I mean quick. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing because I took up hang on, what? Oh yeah, no, we're still Wednesday. Um, this morning my time, but it would have been Tuesday night your time. I took already 3 bags up to the hospital with what I had, and 2 of the bags were 54 loveys, so they're up at the hospital now. And took up what a lady from I think I took up 4 scarves that I had sitting here, so they can put on the store to sell ready for winter. And then I took up what a lady at Knitting Club, she needed some jumpers, but baby jumpers, so I took them up with me. So, and then, you go up with 3 or 4, 3 bags and a half, and you come home with 1 bag with a pair of shoes that Eden had to buy. I'm thinking, what happened to the other bags? And I thought, that's why I've donated them. So you sort of, yeah, you go up with so many and come home with either none or one.
But that is kind of nice, though, 'cause as often as, we're carrying bags into the house, it's nice to carry some out.
Oh, that's the best. And you know what the best thing is? Because where Lara volunteers at the finish shop, they got bags for $1. So if I need any more, it's nothing for me to go in and buy another 5. I think I got about 15 of them over the other side of the room. So, and when I've got to go up to the hospital, I say, I don't need the bag back. You can give it to, if there's a patient in the hospital that needs the bag to take dirty laundry home, well, you can offer it to them. Or if they need a bag for something, well, you can have it because I can easily buy more when I need more. So it's not as though
Right.
I'm short on bags. So it is that they're all yours. So I mean, how easy is it to? I mean, well, it's easy for me to go to the shop and buy dollar bags because we have to use those sort of bags in shopping. So
Right. Well,
because most of
second
our
year
stuff,
down.
yay, that's 1 down. Oh, that's 2 down. 'Cause you've done the other year, haven't you?
Yeah. So now I just gotta make his little head and body, his legs and his arms.
Oh, I can't wait to see him finished.
And the arms are 11 rounds. His head, legs, and body all together is only 44 rounds.
Oh, you have that done in half an hour.
I'll probably start on it when I get up today, and I'll have it finished before I go to bed tonight for sure.
Yeah. Oh, we'll stay on for a couple more minutes and then we will start going. I've been on for 2 hours, just over 2 hours.
Right? Yeah, you got a
So
good one today.
yeah, and it's two lots of 2 hours I've done today. I'm just trying to get them a lot of lives out before the hot weather comes
Right.
because I'm not sitting. I mean, I'll sit in my room with the little blow fans on, but after a while it gets too hot and it's too hot to sit and have to do a couple of lives. So I'm trying to pump them out before Saturday, and then I
Right.
won't do one Saturday, and then try and get more pumped out before Tuesday, because then I won't do one Tuesday. So hopefully then, you know, but both Tuesday and Saturday will be total fire bans for us because we've had quite a few bushfires and one's burnt down nearly a whole little township. So
That isn't good at all.
so yeah, so sort of yeah. I like your curtains. Are they the
I'm
ones that
in
you
the
were doing?
process of making them.
Hmm, they're beautiful.
They will be when I'm all done. I got a whole lot of knots to tie.
And it's one of those ones where it you can't get it done overnight. It takes you forever to do.
Yeah, because of like having your arms so high up in the air.
Yeah. But once you get down halfway, it won't be so bad.
No, it's not.
And is that window a big window or a small window?
Um, it's a double, so here I'll back it up.
Oh, that is a okay. So that is a good sized window. But at least it's not all the way from ceiling to floor.
Size comparison.
Hmm. That's huge.
I
But
think the
that'll be
windows are
nice
like
once it's finished.
36 inches, I think it is. Something like that.
Well, that'd be nice when it's done. And you know what makes it even better? It's you've made it for yourself. You didn't go out and buy it. You made it.
Yep. That's why I like it.
Yeah, definitely. That is just so awesome.
But the heck of it is the pattern said that for a 36-inch window, which is one window, um, that it should take 57 cords. But I got I got to just over the halfway point and had already used 53 cords, and I can't smoosh them together anymore. So I'm going to have to figure out the math and figure out where I need to start and end the pattern because it's someone
Okay.
else's pattern, but I'll just have to like move it over a little bit so that the number that I can fit on here will work.
Work. Tracy said very pretty.
Thank you,
That
Miss
it is.
Tracy.
It is very pretty. It's going to be even more pretty once it's done. I can't wait to see it done.
I like to keep myself busy with all kinds of different stuff.
Is it all going to be one color, Bridget, or is it multiple colors?
Just one color. I can dye this for because it is cotton, so I could dye it. Um, no, I didn't. But I don't know yet if I will. I might end up dyeing it just because.
Hmm. Oh, hey Tessa, how are you? Yeah, I'm on again, Tessa. So you've seen me twice today.
Double the fun.
Yeah, definitely double the fun. But this time around, Bridget's in Wednesday with us. So it is double the fun. But it won't be long, and we won't be with Bridget because it'll only be just over an hour and a half, and we will be on a Thursday.
Lisa the time traveler.
Yep, certainly am. I'm time traveling my way through. By the time I get to 12 o'clock, Tessa is she's in Adelaide, so she's half an hour behind me. I got to be 12:30 before she catches up to me into the next day. So I'm definitely time traveling for sure. I got to wait for 3 states and one territory to catch up to me to be the next day. So yeah, I'm definitely a time traveler on compared to the other 3 states in the territory.
Right.
And the same with you guys, definitely a time traveler with you guys because I'm anything from 13 to 19 hours ahead.
Right.
So, and I think with you, Bridget, I think I'm about 18 hours, 17 or 18 hours ahead.
Something like that.
I will have a look. So you will be 6:20 in the morning. So I am 16 hours ahead.
Isn't that crazy?
So that is a long time ahead of you. I'll be Saturday before you even get to, before while you're on Friday.
Right. I just ever need to redo on a day. All I got to do is travel to Australia.
That's right, and then we are on the same day. And Tracy wants to know: is that a macrame that you're doing, Bridget?
Yes. It's only a macrame curtain. I can show you the pattern. It just I got the pattern off of Etsy. I think for like I don't know, it's less than $5.
Sorry, I'm watching the TV. We've got a cricket game on, but wherever they're playing, the rain has just come down. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's going to be nice. I like the pattern.
I thought it was so pretty. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to try to start the pattern like right here rather than right here. Like cut off that little bit there
Yeah.
so that hopefully I can get all the way back to that bit, but on the full window. Because like I said, the number that she said can go on there doesn't go on there. It ain't gonna work. So I gotta do the maps and figure out where I gotta start the pattern at, and then I'll be all right.
Tracy said that's stunning, Bridget. It will be stunning. It's going to be stunning once it's finished.
Oh yes.
Tessa said stunning. It will be very, very stunning once it's done.
And the heck of it is literally macrame started for me riding the school bus, making friendship bracelets for my little girlfriends. And then macrame is the reason that I started to crochet.
Okay.
That rope I was telling you about that I put the bells on for my dogs. When I came up with that idea, I didn't know how to crochet. But I had some, like I had yarn because I was making bracelets just for shits and giggles. And I'm like, you know what? I could just like make me a little rope and put some bells on it. That would be cool. But macrame with yarn, it was like this wide. Well, that ain't gonna work. That's I need a little bit more chunky than that. And then I got thinking about it. I'm like, Grandma used to crochet and she tried to teach me before. I think I remember how to make a chain, you know. So I was like, I heck with it. And I ran up to Walmart and I just bought me a little 3-pack of hooks. And I come back home and I typed into YouTube how to make a chain in single crochet.
Hmm. And off you go.
Yep. And I have been absolutely addicted ever since. As a matter of fact, that I can show you.
And Tracy said, I know the basic macrame, but I've never done anything that big.
If you can do basic, you can do the bigger projects.
Yeah. That's the thing. Once you've done one, you can do the rest. Oh, that's
This
nice.
right here is what started the entire crochet journey. This is the very first thing I ever crocheted.
Wow. See,
Crazy.
it's amazing on what we can do with our craft.
Yeah.
And
And I
it's
got thinking about it the other day.
hmm,
Um, we were talking about amigurumis, and someone was talking about how nice Miami's are. And of course, I'm very grateful. But now that I'm designing the snowman family, is really funny because the very first amigurumi I ever did or attempted to do very poorly was a snowman.
oh, okay.
And I cussed, I swore, I threw the biggest temper tantrum in this entire world and absolutely said there was no way on this earth that I would ever, for any reason, ever make another toy. That was the dumbest, most stupidest thing anyone in this whole world could ever do.
But you done it.
then, then here I am now designing a snowman family. When a snowman is what made me say I'm never doing that again.
Yeah. And look at you now, you're doing it. Tracy said she started crocheting at 18, but really took off when I found everyone on YouTube. Isn't that funny how that happens? Well,
Yeah.
guys, I should get going because it is. We've been on for 2 hours or 2.5 hours actually, and suppose I better start winding down, ready for the night, and finish off this square and everything, so I can get stuck on the next one and watch a bit of YouTube before I go to bed. I've rubbed some cream in my legs, and that's what I was doing. If you see me leaning over, I was just rubbing some cream. I found some oatmeal cream, skin relief oatmeal daily moisturising cream. I found it at the Salvos, and I've been finding
Awesome.
it's been very nice on my hands, and it
Right.
goes into your legs really good. You're not getting the oil on it; it rubs in, and my hands. I've rubbed it in my hands. I was talking to you, and I don't even feel like I've got it on my hands.
Oh, that's
How
wonderful.
nice! So it is a
Right.
very, and it doesn't smell. It's fragrant free, so with soothing or oat essence. So it's yeah.
Oatmeal's really good for the skin.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I'd give it a try because I was trying QV cream, but it made my legs itchy, more itchy than what they were. So I thought, yep, continue. and that's why when I came across this, I really like this one. So that's what I've been using, and it's
Right.
been working really well. So I try and rub it in as much as I can.
Right. But for Tracy, real quick, and what for everybody, honestly, the thing you need to remember about fiber crafts, any craft really, but fiber crafts particularly, whether you're knitting, you're crocheting, you're macrameing, you're looming, whatever, it is all one stitch at a time.
Yeah,
One little step at a time. Whether you're using that hook to do a single or double, whatever, whether you're tying a half half lark hook or a half lark knot or a full lark knot or whatever kind of funky name they want to call it, or doing some fancy knitting stitches. It is one stitch at a time. So if
it's
you just think about it like that, not in this, oh my God, this is a huge, crazy project. I can't do it. If you think I get one stitch now, next stitch, and the next stitch, and before you know it, the project is complete and you have done something amazing.
like I said, Tracy. I didn't realize I was up to number 10 doing this because I've been talking and not realizing what I've been doing. And soon it gets started before you know it, you're back to the round. How did that round get to?
Yep.
It's easy done. So, and Tessa said she's laying in bed already, but yeah, but that's where I'm not heading to bed just yet because got a couple of things to do before I go to bed. And Tracy said thank you, but I do need to start, but like start heading out anyway and whatnot. So, and that's I've been on long enough, I think. And but I will probably catch you all tomorrow. Hopefully, I will do another one tomorrow. So we will catch you. And thank you, Bridget, for coming up for a little while.
Thank
And,
you for having me.
you're always welcome. And that. So we have some bit of fun and chat away. And before we know it, we've done a lot of things and that. So yeah. So, guys, thank you for all coming and thank you for spending time with us. And we will catch up with you again and we'll have more fun. And hopefully next time when I'm on the next live, hopefully I have the next blanket started. And if not, you can tell me off for not having it started. But yeah, I should have it started by then. So yeah. All right, guys. We'll catch you later, and we'll see you around on the YouTube streets. Have a good day, you guys in America. Don't get frostbite, and we'll catch up with you. Bye.